Hello everyone. Today we will deal with compressions and rarefactions in sound. So, for an introduction, compressions and rarefactions can be termed as the portions in a medium where some changes are happening when sound is propagated through a medium. So let us learn about compression first. So we know sound is produced by the vibration of objects. So when we take the example of a tuning fork, so we know that this is one of the limb of a tuning fork. What happens is that we imagine that this part is vibrating to the right in the medium. So what happens when this part go to the right? It sweeps all particles of the medium together, isn't it? So when we move our hand like this towards this direction, we are sweeping all the particles of the medium together. So when this part moves in this direction, all the particles of the medium come together. So there develops a region here where the number of particles is more. So this region which is developed where the pressure is high and the particle density is high can be called a compression. So children, what do you mean by compression? Compression is a region in the medium where particle density is high or pressure is high. What do you mean by particle density, children? Particle density is the number of particles per unit volume. So I hope that you have got the concept of compression. So once again, taking a recap, what happens is that when the prong of a tuning fork is vibrating to the right, it sweeps all the particles together to a fixed space. So their particle density will be high. So due to the vibration of this fork, there develops a particular region in the medium where the particle density is high or pressure is high. So now we are satisfied with the definition of a compression. So now we are moving on to the definition of a rarefaction. So what do you mean by rarefaction? In the next part of the vibration, this arm of the tuning fork is moving in this direction. So what happens? If I am moving my hand in this direction, I allow some space here where the particle density, we are allowing a space but the particles are less. That means that the particle density is low. So here, when it moves to the left, what happens is that here develops a region in the medium where the particle density is low or the pressure is low. Such a region in the medium where the particle density is less or the pressure is less is what is meant by rarefaction. We hope that you got the point. Again, when a vibration comes, what happens? This compression and rarefaction will move forward. Then again here develops a compression. Then comes a rarefaction like that. So when a tuning fork is producing a sound is propagated through the medium as a series of compressions and rarefaction. So when someone asks you how is sound propagated through a medium, now you can tell that sound is propagated through the medium as a series of compressions and rarefactions. So what is compression, children? Compression is the region in the medium where the particle density is high or the pressure is high, and rarefaction is a region in the medium where the particle density is low or the pressure is low. And you have to note the point that particle density is the number of particles in a particular given volume in the medium. So light gets transmitted or sound is traveling through a series of compressions and rarefactions in the medium. So as the particles as the prong is getting vibrated like this, We know that there is a longitudinal wave motion happening in this medium. So all longitudinal waves are getting transmitted as a series of compressions and rarefactions. And we know that sound is an excellent example of a longitudinal wave. We hope you got the point. Thank you.